tell us about the Ace Coach Education membership site. What's that all about?
Yeah, look, honestly, it's this current situation has forced my hand finally in a really positive way. And that is, I've been filming activities, honestly, for the last 5 or 6 years and never done anything with them. They've just been sitting on these USBs, and some I've had them, film professionally, with great sound, great audio. Some are just on my phone, and I've been, really filming them for a rainy day, so to speak. But one day I'm going to actually do something with these videos. Thanks to my fantastic US sponsor, which is On Court, Off Court. They have a Kajabi platform, which is an online learning site, which is very easy to use, because if I can work it out, trust me, anyone can work it out. And I really have taught myself just trial and error, and I've uploaded all these videos. And I'm really excited to be housing it all in one place. So www.acecoach.com.au.
Give us a range of what kinds of different things are on there. So
yeah, great.
Try to hit some different categories.
Lots of youth under 10. So lots of a blue stage, 2 to 5, fundamental conceptual motor skill programs. The stages, red, orange, green. I go through keywords or sticky language. Again, it's not one size fits all. This site is really to help people with some cues that they could use. So, for example, at orange ball, it's over the bridge, step under the bridge. Really simple cues, and I do that with demonstrations, and then support skills, and then of course, tactical games. And I'm all about creative, out of the box sort of thinking games. Halloween in there, and the Grand Prix and the Christmas tree game, and all sorts of little things that just take tennis. I still love tennis concepts like Wimbledon match point, etc. But also, how do we use themes and activities that kids are into to dress up tennis? How to be light and quick on your toes. There's one there on how to run successful beginner adult lessons, how to create time and space. And then there's a whole series of activities for parents, again, through all the ball colours. What they can do at home to practice, support the weekly lesson. I'm a huge fan of that. So that's a whole series, again, that goes blue, red, orange, green. And of course, how to run girl power camps. So if you're interested in how we can all do a better job of the subtle gender differences and communication styles, then we've got that whole course.
What are the issues of men coaching girls, especially, and women coaching boys? And then what are the differences in coaching boys and girls? Because there's a kind of a continuum. I think the mistake people make sometimes is they assume that all girls think alike and that all boys think alike, and some boys are a little bit more somewhere further along the feminine continuum, and some girls are a bit more masculine. Now that I threw a big murky thing at you, reconcile.
Well, first of all, picking up on your first comment, is I always say when I do a workshop or presentation to coaches, you don't have to agree with anything I say, you just have to be super curious. And if we're open and we're curious, I think that then we come from a place of understanding different people's ideas, then we can add what we like into our own coaching toolkit. And you don't have to take all of it on board, but if you just take one or two things, I think then we've all done our job, as you mentioned earlier, saying that around where we were talking about books and writing off air. But back to subtle gender differences, it's another beautiful line that I love. I'm 100% in agreement that that's a continuum. I think there's more, I actually think there's more differences within the genders than between the genders. So I love that line as well to help us put this in perspective. And of course, when we're looking at 10 and under children, look, I've done, don't get me wrong, for me to even create a product on how to run a girl power camp, it's because I ran a boys survivor camp, right? And they're just names, but I just threw out different activities, looking at what they really liked. And within 10 and under, I had the kids rate the activities, which ones they like better. And there's hardly any differences in 10 and under tennis. There's not a lot of, huge, like girls, you've got to teach them this way. But you do start to see little subtleties. And one of the biggest ones, again, comes back to belonging, comes back to doing things as a team, competing for the team, understanding the why, and showing that you care. So there's just 5 quick tips on the preference that I see with the girls, and how to subtly coach them differently. So you're still embedding competitive skills. You're still helping them love the battle of competition. You're helping them enjoy the struggle. But you might just do it in a team-based versus, one of the survivor games is the ball never dies, and it's all about being aggressive. And we want the girls to be aggressive as well. So we can still play that game, but maybe then those points are going towards their team and having lots of mini matches. All of a sudden I'm playing you, then I'm playing you, then I'm playing you. So how you dress it up and is what I call the subtleties that you're putting on the outside.